you wondering how you can make apps which runs on Android, iOS, Windows, Mac and also on web? Don't you have any friends with whom you can play rock, paper, scissors? In this video, we are going to create a rock, paper, scissors game in React Native, which is a cross-platform app development framework by Facebook, which allows us to create apps in JavaScript. If you don't know what is JavaScript, JavaScript is an easy programming language which anyone can learn. So let's get started. If you wanna try this app, just visit rockpaper.netlify.app and you can play it in your browser. And if you want to download, just add /app in the URL. And if you are on Windows, you can install it by searching rock, paper, scissors game free. Enough of the intro, now let's jump into coding. So my dear friends and fellows, first thing you will need is that you will have to install this Node.js. This is a JavaScript runtime. Yes. You can download the Windows installer, or for Mac, you can just download it from nodejs.org, org, whatever you want to call, and you can just get that. And if you are in Linux, you can just type apt get install node and you will get it installed. And after you have installed, you can just type node here. So you will type node here and like it should show something like that. You can get it should be like 12 version 12 or 14, you can get anything. And to exit, you can type .exit. Alright, this is the basic thing to do with Node.js. And now we will install the Expo. So we can just copy this npm install command. So let's not copy it, let's type it npm I for install -g for global, and we will install the Expo CLI globally so that we can access that Expo CLI from anywhere in the terminal. Hit enter and it will be installed. But in my case, I have already installed it. So what I will do, I will press Ctrl+C, it will cancel it. See how easy. And how we can now initialize the project, as here you can see, create a new project by Expo Expo. In it, let's call it rock paper game and hit enter. It may take few time, and for now you will have to select here, and you can select a TypeScript, tabs, minimal TypeScript. So we are going here with the blank and just hit enter, the first option which we have, and it will take just few seconds. Now you can close it. So you will have to use this. No, you will not have to, but for I will recommend you to use Visual Studio Code or VS Code, because I love this editor and everybody does it. Who doesn't? So alright, you can just download it for your Mac. I already have. And in Windows, just make sure you include all those, just tick and install it. As here you can see, we have successfully installed it. Not installed, we have made our project. So now what we are gonna do, we will just go to CD. As here you can see it, what it says, CD rock paper game. Alright, and from here what we can do a lot of things, but what we are okay, so many what okay, you can just type code and dot, then our VS Code will be opened, or you can directly open from the folder. So as here you can see, we have got all these thingy bingy. So when you will go here in npm scripts, what we are gonna do is, like, you can just click on this start or web. So we will use the web version for this because Android emulator is quite heavy. Alright, and from now here you can launch on your iOS simulator, or in your phone you can download the Expo app and scan the QR code. Alright, you can land tunnel. Alright, you can do all sorts of stuff. So here where is run in web browser. We will open this in our browser so that we don't kill our laptop or let him make noises, or her, whatever. So attempting, as here you can see, our app has been opened. So now you can close all this shit, and I will just drag it here, and from here you will have to edit this file. So now we are in full screen and we can close this also, and this is the file where we will edit this is in React. And if you don't know React, you can learn it, but here it is going to be very easy. So first thing, we are importing React, and we are importing style sheet, and we are importing text view. If you know a little bit of HTML, this will really help you. The view you can view is like a div or div container, like you can style a view, you can just keep it, call it a box. And if I will edit something here, let's say hello bunny. Okay, so it should change, like, see, hello bunny, do you have a tummy? Yes, he has a tummy. So guys, this is the finished app. So first what we can see here is that this is our rock paper scissors. So instead of hello bunny, we can just copy and paste it. Yeah, save a lot of time. It is going to save a lot of time. And just press it like that. Oh shit, what the hell I did. Now just go here, and as here you can see, but it is quite a small. And now let's add emojis. So I can just copy it also, rock paper, and oh shit, I searched it. Right click and copy. Okay, so again we are going to add it as a text, text, and it will be automatically closed. That's why we are using VS Code. Let's paste it and switch to our tab, and you can see our teeny tiny mini emoji. And the next we have the play button, as here you can see. So how you can add button, so if you will just start typing butt, no, not but button. So let's, you can see here auto import, so you can just press enter and it will be imported here. So whatever the component or whatever the things we use here, so first we need to import it from React Native. So button will be like this, it will be self closing, and first we will have to pass the title. So title will be play. So you can just type play here. Let's switch back. Alright, here we have it. And how do we style this? So this is a container, so we can just create, this is how you create a style. So you can name this anything you want, and we use a style sheet from React. It is similar to CSS, as here you can see flex one, background, neckground. Alright, so if I want this background to be pink, I can just type pink here. See? Yeah, but I don't like pink, so let's keep it white. And let's make a new class here. Let's name it header, and add a colon, and in the curly brace what we are gonna do, we will just add the font size. What should be the font size? 30. And make sure that you don't pass like pixel or rem values and anything like that, because it only accepts integer value or number value, as you can see here. So you can see that this didn't take the font, like how it will take, we didn't reference it. So in the text here, what we are going to do, in the style is equals to this, add this curly brace, and this is how we put the JavaScript here. Just type styles dot header, boom, and here we go. And same for the emoji, let's make another. You can also add a inline style here, so let me show you. So style is equals to, we pass an object here, so we will again create an object, and font size, let's make it 45. Alright, this looks good. Why 45? Let's make it 65. That will be great. Yup. Let's look how it is. Yeah, it's cool, but in the button, as here you can see, the width is little bit, it's full width, it's much of a width, so we will also increase the width, and we will add a margin. So the thing is that guys, here in React Native we cannot do much with button, so we will create a view or container, whatever you want to call it. So I will be calling it view, and in the view we will just cut and paste this button here, and there it is. And now we will style that view. So like let's call it button, and okay, we need to add a margin top. Okay, margin top, let's add 30. Okay, this didn't work. Why? Because again we didn't reference it. So what the hell I am doing? So style is equals to styles dot button, not header. Okay, so as here you can see we have got a little bit of space here. You can just type any width, like just type 250. So as here you can see we have got the bigger width, and if we click on it nothing happens because we haven't added any function or any methods to it. If you also want to add a little bit of bottom heading, bottom space, you can do that here, like in header. What we are gonna do is, sorry, margin bottom. So margin bottom, let's make it 10. Okay, it's awesome. And let me explain, if you don't know what this align item does, it just makes the everything inside this container in center. And justify content, what it does, it just makes it in like this, in this direction horizontally, and align item does it vertically like this. All right. So guys, our this page is ready. So as here you can see, I just have this source code, which we are not going to see how to do that. And if you want the source code, you can just click on this link, and this is the app URL, you all know that. And you can see it's quite similar. We have got this, but when we click on this play, the 1 2 3 this countdown starts. So now we are going to make that countdown. So but the thing is that we can make it in the app.js file also, but it will be like very messy. So let's make another folder. Just make sure you are making the folder in root, like here. Let's call it src, also known as source. Alright, now we are going to create another file inside this source. So let's, what we are going to call it, we are going to call it play screen.js, and this will be a component. What are components? So these are all the components, but we can make it large, use. So that's the benefit of using React. React makes component reusable. You can just import this component somewhere else or wherever you want. So like if you want to make this, now you can minimize it from here. Now first what we will do is, I have an extension called React Native, I guess. So this is the extension which I am using. It is not necessarily, so you can manually just type import and do all of the things. And what we will do, we will just type rnf, then it will make a component. So as here you can see, whatever we have, we just got a view. All these things are done automatically. So let's type hello here, and what we can do, we can just comment this out, all these things, like just hitting command or control slash. And here we will import this first. So how do we import? So like regularly, this is how we exported. We can also convert this into arrow function. Let me show you how to do it. So let's make it const play screen is equals to, and like this, and again there will be another equals to, and here we will export default play screen. Alright, there we go. So if we want to import it, so we will do imp and these are coming from the snippets, and we will go in this source directory, and here we have this play screen, and you can type any name, but we will type the same name. So now here in this return we need to return a component like this one. So what is play screen? It is a component, and this view and all these things will come here with some kind of hoodoo magic or whatever you want to call. And let's play screen, and it will be self closing. So here we have this little hello message. So let's start working on it. So we need to make the 1 2 3 counter. So first let me show you how do we make stateful components and how do we manage states. So inside this, whatever we are going to use the React hooks, which are pretty cool. I will just show you. So from React you can also type like use state. We are gonna use the use state hook from here, or if you will like, let's remove it. I will show you how to auto import like we did it, and use state. So here this is the second one, auto import, and we are gonna do it. And if you will delete letter and use state and go back down and hit enter, and you will get the syntax like this. And here we put the initial state, whatever state we want. Like if you want 3, just put it there. And if we want like, what do we want, like what's the name? So let's counter, and let's call it set counter, and this function will be used for setting the state, and this will be used for retrieving the state. So if I will say counter here, not like this, this will be have to wrapped in JSX, and this will become a, if you will add a curly brace, and as here you can see we get 3. Let's just quickly style it. How do we create a style? So first we import it. You can see that we have done same, and we are going to do the same style sheet, and here we have this style sheet. This is the thing which we are looking, and we will make a variable here, global variable const styles. You can name it whatever you want, and style sheet, and we will use the create function, and we will pass an object, and this object will contain its child object. So the first child object is container, and what we will do, we will just make it display, align items center, so it will be in center like this, and justify content, it will be also in center. And still why it is not in center? Because we will need to do flex 1. You can also make the, why it is not working, guys? So we all are so dumb. So here we will have to import it, reference it, not import it, or you can say import container. And there we go. This is the teeny tiny mini miny, the 3. Alright, now let's counter. We will also add a counter style. We will make the font big. Yes, the size matters, and the text font size, and the font size will be like, let's call it 50. And again we will have to reference it here. So styles dot counter, and in counter it's pretty small. Let's make it 80. Okay, it's still small. Let's make it 120. Okay, no, make it 150. Awesome. So how you can manipulate this state? So you can just call it set counter, whatever the function, and you can pass whatever you want. Okay, like it you got this error, you cannot do that, anything like that here. So I will just add a button here, so like we did in the previous component, and then from the button we are going to increment this. So button, again it is auto imported. You can see we will pass the title push me, and let's get rid of that. And here we have on press. Whenever you are going to push this button, this function will be called, and we are going to wrap this in this JSX container, and we will just pass this function. It accepts a function, the button, and this function will be run, whatever. Alright, and set counter, and let's set it to 0. So if I will push, this will become 0. And one more thing I am going to show you. This is called use effect. What it does, first we are going to auto import, and then we will get this syntax. And here whenever the counter state will be updated, so this function will run. So let's console log, because this state function, set counter, and all these are async. What are async? If you don't know, async is just like they won't stop the other code. So like if it is async, like if I am doing something here, and this, then it will not wait for like this thing to finish, and it will just move on. I hope you are getting it, but just if you don't get, then no worries. And like let's log console.log, and whatever the counter state is, and let's return. We will use this, I will tell you what it is. So open the console now. So as here you can see, it is 3 the first time it renders, and if I will push the button again, like it says 0. And let's see what we can do here. Again, we can increment whatever the counter state with -1. Alright, so it will be 3 2 1 0 -1 -2. You can see all the hell of a shit here. So this is pretty cool. I hope you got it, why we are doing this use effect. So now let's get rid of this button. Do we need button? Do we have any button? Yes, we have this play again button, so let's not get rid of it, and I will tell you what to do with this later. So let's come back to our app, and we can do this something little bit of trick. So first thing which we are going to do is that we are going to create a timeout. So what is a timeout, guys? It's something which gets called after few seconds. So let's call it timer or few minutes, whatever you want to call, and we will make it a set timeout. So set timeout function, JavaScript language basic, and you will click on it, and the time which we are like, let's say we will call this every half of a second, so 0.5 second. This accepts milliseconds. All right, if you want 1 second, you can type 1000, and if you want 1 minute, you can multiply it with 60. All right, but we will keep it to 500. All right, so now we are going to increment the counter. Let's just copy this thing, but we will, you can just copy it here, and this will work, but there will be problems. So when using the state function, this, when you will pass the thing, like if you will pass previous here, then we will get the previous state, whatever. If it is 3, then we will get 3 here, and if it is 1, we will get 1 here. All right, whatever the previous thingy bingy ingy mingy days. So we don't need, like, we can use just the arrow function, like just this. You can get rid of arrows and previous, and we will return it, and arrow function. So guys, what we have here is that the previous state will be returned here. So if you want me to console log also, then I will not do that, because it will waste a lot of time, but I want to quickly teach you React Native. So we will do this, return the whatever the state -1. Okay, so it will go 3 2 1. Yeah, we did it. So guys, let me explain again what this use effect is doing and how it is incrementing or decrementing the counter. So whenever first we initialize this counter, then the use effect gets called automatically, and when it gets called, what it does, it creates a timer using set timeout. But what set timeout does, it just decreases the value of counter, and when the value decrease, our set timeout starts again, and this process keeps going until we return it. But if first we will check here, what we are going to check, if what's the condition, if like the state counter is equals to 0, then we are not going to increment it and we will just return it. You can get rid of these braces, curly brace. Alright, so now you can see, let's reload. 3210, 3210, or you can just say it if it is less than 1, it will also work. So guys, if we are returning something here when value is true, then it means the function which are bottom or below, it will not be executed, so our set timeout will not occur and our loop will break. Alright, now what we will do, we will use some images here. If 0 1 0 3 2 1, alright, no, it's 3 2 1. So just go to this link to get the images which we have used here. This one, these are the images which we have used, or you can just copy the right click and copy image address from here, but I will teach you how to do this locally kind of thing, because that will take some time to load. So just click on this rock paper scissors.zip and you can just click on this download button and it will be downloaded. And let's close it and go back where we were. And this is the science folder which we have. Alright, here it is. So these are all the images in SVG. Sorry, it's PNG, because to support SVG we will need an external libraries, and for this video I am not going to use any external libraries, not libraries. Alright, so here we will just drag this folder and we will copy the folder and we will get all these. And now I will show you how you can also add images, which is pretty cool. Then the first thing which we will do is like what we can do. So first we imported the image const. Let's import the rock image because it is going to rock, and we use this node.js require and JavaScript, whatever you want to call it, and the location will be science dot slash means the current folder which we are in, and science slash the whatever the name is, it's rock.png. You can just click here and see rock.png. Okay, and how do we show this image? So let's show these. Alright, we import it like image, and it's self closing again. Like, did it got, no, it didn't auto import, so we will just import. What the hell I am doing? Image, and this is the source, and we just pass this JSX again. Don't forget to use this because this is a React component, and this is how we pass JavaScript using curly brace. And it will not show. Why it will not show, guys? Because we also need to style the image. So let's call it sign, and width should be 300. Oh, what the hell I am typing? Am I blind or something? Width, and height will be okay. Make sure you put both height and again we will have to reference it here, styles dot, and there we go. We have this rock ha 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 rock. This is huge, man, huge. And guys, trust me, this is going to be our Android app. Let's decrease it. Let's make it 250. You can use Control D or Command D in VS Code to select like double cursor. Okay, this is still big. Let's make it 220. Okay, this is fine. Push me, it makes it -1. Alright, and in the return I told you what we do is that we just clear this timer up. So cleared timeout. Okay, and what this will do, this will remove the timer if it is unfinished, then it will just remove it. In return, what it whenever the component will unmount, like if the counter is running and someone exited your app, then you may get an error if you will not do this step, but this is highly unlikely. But we have this play again button here. So what we will do on play again, we will again set it back to 3, and let's make it the title play again. What the hell with my keyboard? 3210. If we will click this again, it will be like 3210, play again 3210. And now I will just import other images also, so I will just copy paste it, and it's scissors and papers, nothing too much fancy going here. So fellas, what we need to do now is that we need to keep this image and the play again button away, so we can do a conditional rendering. So what is conditional rendering? We show something if something is conditionally true, false, or with whatever, like we can just put an if else statement here. So let's do it. We will create a JSX here, so curly brace, and if this will be the condition, counter is less than 1, then what we will do, these things, so just cut and paste it. This is a ternary operator, you can use if else also, and if not, we will just show this counter text. Alright, is something wrong? Yes, this needs to go in bracket. And you will see another problem, like here it is showing an error. What is that? We need to wrap this thing. So you can use like this is, what do we call, this is called a fraction, just the empty brackets, and close it with empty brackets, and our error will be gone. So like see, 3 2 1, and we get to see this thing 3 2 1. Alright. So now we will just make it random. From these 3 things we will pick one. So we will call this, create a new function, const random image. You can call it whatever you want, okay. And what we have to do here is that first we will create an array, const emojis is equals to, and in the array we will fill all these 3 things. Make sure you don't make it as a string, we will just reference it, the actual variables, const rock paper, and you can put anything you want. If you want to have rock paper scissors, Spock, lizard, and whatever, there are a hell lot of things which we can do. It's just your imagination. And again, what we will do here is that we will create a random number. And how do we create a random number? We use math.random, and it just generates a random number whatever we multiply with between 0 to that number. So we need this from this, like there are 3 elements. You can just use emojis.length or just put 3. And one more thing which we will need, if I will console log this, so just log it random, no rabdom, it's random random and let's run this function here only, random image. And if I will open the console, you see it's in decimal. This is the random number which we got. So we use a thing called math.round or math.floor or math.seal, whatever you can use, teacher. So math.round, and this is gonna be perfect. And now let's inspect it again, and you see we got 0. Refresh again, we will get 1. We can get anything we want. Again it's 1, so it will be random, so you don't have to worry about anything, that it will be like random. And so let's, what we will do just here, it's simply easy. So we will just return the emoji. So this is an array, so array contains different sources here, 1 2 3, and we will pick randomly 1 0 1 2 3, sorry, 0 1 2. All right, and 0 1 2, we will put a random number here, random. Okay, that's it. And what we are going to do here is that here in image, instead of just putting it rock, we will just do random image and call that function with passing the curly brace. And see, we get now this is hand, which is paper. If you will click on the play again it's hand, click again, it's paper again, it's scissors again. Give me the rock, man, give me the rock. You can also decrease the time more if you want, but I guess this is pretty much like it. It's a pretty simple app. So let's add a little space there, like as you can see here. So we have a little space, it's in the bottom. So how do we make it in bottom? If you know little bit of CSS, we can use absolute positioning, poisoning, no, not poisoning. Okay, that's bad, you should not poison. So we will wrap this button in view, because we all know we cannot add any styles to button. So wrap it, and let's call a button, make a button class here, button. Okay, button. And what we gonna need, we will need position to absolute. Make sure you add this double quotes or single quotes, whatever you want, and it accepts the bottom, top, and you all know that from CSS. We will put it in bottom, and what absolute position does, it just makes the element float on the screen. You can put it wherever you want, regardless where it is now. So let's put it in the bottom 40. Is not still there. Why? Because we need to add the style. Holy shit. Styles dot button. Okay, all right, there we go. And if you think it's too big of the image, you can like just, our game is ready, guys. So we made the game. I hope you are liking it, but the thing is that we also have these colors. So where I got the colors, so let's make a color array here. Okay, colors, or you can just call it BG colors. Make the C capital, and I got the color from flatuicolors.com. You can just copy any of these values. So copy this, copy that. So I already have it, so I will just paste it here. On, not ons, it const bg color, and I have just put it. Not to, you can put anything you want, anything. So alright, now how do we put the background color here? So in the view, what do? Okay, in the container we will add a background color, not here. Why not? We can add it here also, but we can create a compose kind of thing. Here we have it. One more thing here, we can use stylesheet.compose. So what this will do, this will just compose the two style sheet. It's a function which accepts the array objects. So we will add the styles dot button, sorry, container. Okay, it's cool now. So as here you can see, but the thing is guys, the array starts from 0, so we will have to minus 1 from the counter. All right. Okay, now it's perfect, but we also need to change the background color. You can see it's like what the hell I did. Okay, so here is our counter, so make the color to hash FFF, or you can just call white. Mr. White 321, and boom, there we have it. But guys, as you can see, when we go to this page, we get this play button which we uncommented whatever we made. So again we will create a style, a component. Here we already have component. We will just create a state, and you can just how we did the use state kind of thing. So we will import it first, use state, and you are an no, I cannot have used you. So before, don't put this in return statement, and make sure you are putting it inside the app. Okay, use state, it has been auto imported, and now we will use the syntax set play. Okay, it's cool, just make it capital. Set play, it's false. And again we will do the conditional rendering. When user clicks on this play button, the state changes to true, and the thing what starts, the counter starts happening. Wow, what the hell happened? Alright guys, we did a little bit of mistake here, so we should put math.floor here because it rounds to the nearest integer. So we were getting a black, like it was going to become -1, I guess. So if the value is 0 point, like less than 0 less than 0.5, yeah, that the round was putting it in -1. Now it's working fine. So we were just going to use this state here. So again we can do the ternary operator thingy. So if play is true, we can pass the condition here whatever we want in the first, and then we put a question mark and what we want to have. If it is true, we will show the play screen. Okay, and if it is not true, then what we will do, we will show this hell lot of things which we made. If you want, you can also separate this in another component. And what's the problem here, dude? That we don't need JSX here because we are already in return and it's in JavaScript. So make sure you don't do stupid things. So you can see we are getting this play screen, but if we click on this play button, nothing happens because we don't have any function hooked to the play button. Okay, so on press, on press, there is on going to press, we will just make it to true. Okay, set play to true, simple. Okay, woohoo. Oh, okay, no, this we need this arrow function, because if you will not pass, it will be rendered automatically. This function will run automatically. Okay, so now when we click, boom boom boom, ta-da! So guys, we have made our project successfully. You can just remove the console log and press Ctrl S, and all the things should be fine. This is pretty cool, and I guess that's it. So now we will see how we can make the APK. So the first thing which we are going to need is to create an account on expo.io, and you can just create an account here. Alright, and after you have created an account, you can just go to their docs and see a lot of things, but it's quite easy. Like, just open your terminal, from terminal click new, or you can control option, whatever the shortcut the hell is. Okay, so now we can do expo build, and for Android we will just hit enter. So it shows the expo shell, whatever the hell is. Okay, so APK, and you can create an app bundle if you want to publish it in the app store, and you can create APK if you directly want to install. So in this case we are going to create an APK and hit the enter button. Okay, what do? We get an error. So why is it? See, just click on command click and you will be redirected and you will see all these things to do. So what we need to do here, we need to do some things. So here in app.json we need to configure things. So like if you will go in asset, there is the icon, this is the empty icon, and this is the empty splash which you can customize, but I already have an empty icon and a splash icon, so I am just gonna drag it there. So this is my icon. So I already have created this in Canva, and in asset I will just put it here and rename it. Hit enter to rename icon.png. Already taken. Alright, first we will delete that icon. Haha. Okay, and icon.png, and let's create a splash. How do we create a splash? You can create a splash like however you want, but I will just put the splash with same name there. So let's delete it, and this is the icon. And in app.json, here is the platform. So here is the app.json, just double click and open it, and here is the splash configuration, and we need to add icon same name whatever. Here we have all this version and all kind of shit, and icon.png. You can also set the splash. What is a splash? If you don't know what is a splash, whenever you open an app and you see something, what comes first, and it shows a loading kind of a screen. Okay, that was a lot of thing. So here for iOS and Android we will just copy this here, and I will remove this iOS. And what is this slug? Slug was already there, so just get rid of it. And here is your app package name. It has to be unique, so your company name, CreativeJE, whatever you want to call it, CreativeJE dot rock paper, and your company name. You can do the same thing, and you need to, whenever you update the app, you need to increase the version code. Alright, if you are publishing it again, make sure you put another version code, and we are done here. So again we will run the same command, expo build android, and go with apk. So you can create your own key store and a lot of things. So but what I want, let's let expo handle all the process. Yes, I will go with one, publishing to channel default. And if you are not logged in, it will ask you to log in, so please kindly log into the expo. It's free, everything is free. Wow. So you can see it is publishing, it is building iOS bundle. I don't know why. And they will do, it will take few minutes guys, like it takes 10 to 15 minutes to build the apk, and I will come back after that. What you can see guys here is that blah blah blah, a lot of things is what will you do? Like you can just close this, you can press Ctrl C to just do that, and it will be cancelled. And this is the URL where you can monitor, so just command click it or control click it, whether you are in Windows or in PC. So this is queued, you can see, and it will appear when it is finished. And if you want to make your builds faster, you can purchase the, like you can see, like billing, you can get the faster builds. But it doesn't take a lot of time, it just takes few minutes. So my dear fellows and friends, as here you can see that our build has been finished, and you can see the status is finished. It just took like 10 to 15 minutes, and like it will be available for 29 days to download it. So just click on this download button, or you can just right click and copy the link, and you can also share this with your friends. So now I will just pull my emulator here, and what I can do, I can just drag and drop to install it. I am just installing this to show you that the app works. So it has been installed, and where is it? I guess this is the game, rock paper scissors game. And yes, this is the splash screen, and here we have this rock paper scissors, and we can play it. 3 2 1 boom, 3 2 1 boom. Okay, so this is for Android, and if you want to make for iOS, you can just pass the same thing here. So Expo build iOS, and you need to have Mac for that, so you can deploy or build or run a build on the simulator. You can do any option you like. So that's it for this. And now fellas, let's look for how we can create the build for web version. So Expo build, and we are going to just type web, hit enter, and this won't take much time. This will, I trust me, this will work on your actual phone also. And this is our icon. You can just customize it and add a PNG. Okay, so let's close it. So here are some of the warnings. So this can be web performance because our image size is too much, and Apple touch, like blah 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 blah, whatever. You can ignore it, or you can just compress the size with some like code splitting and whatever they are saying. Here this is the web build, where this is the web build, and this is how you serve it. So web build, you can install, you can just type npx serve web build, whatever the folder name is, and hit enter, and you can just go to this URL, and here is our app, and it's a PWA, it's a progressive web app, so you can also install it in your browser. That's amazing, guys. So if you want to host this on Netlify, or like what was that, yeah, Versal. Okay, so you can just drag and drop, or you can just put that on your repository. And let me just show you how you can put this into your GitHub account and put it in Netlify. So the first thing which we are going to do is that, let's close it. We don't want this to be served here. Let's also close it and open a new terminal. Okay, let's start fresh, and from here you will see a git icon. Okay, if you are on Windows, you might need to install git bash, and you can initialize the repo. From there, let's everything is fine, hit enter, control enter, not control or enter. And now we need to create a repository, so just go to repo, repo.new. Make sure you have a GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, why are you alive, man? I cannot tell my viewers or audience to die, but you should have a GitHub repository. So let's call it rock paper game. Okay, and you can add description and blah blah blah, a lot of things. We are not going to do anything, but you should add it. So I am fast forwarding it. Okay, create repository, and just go down here, and you just select the HTTPS, not the SSH. So just git remote, add origin. If you have not logged into your Git account, you can just do that pretty easy. If you will just type it, git login or whatever the command, you can just log in with GitHub and push it. Okay, hold on one thing, guys. So actually git ignore, what is git ignore? It ignores the file. So here you can see the web build is ignored, so I will just remove it from the git ignore, so that our web folder will be also uploaded to the GitHub. And here are the 35 files, which is a lot of files, but we don't care. We just want our app to work. So web build added, and hit control plus enter, and you can just now push it from here. It may take few minutes, not few minutes. If you have fast internet, it will just take few seconds, but if you will refresh here, You can see all the things are here, but our web build is not here, so it is still pushing it. So now let's go to netlify.com, and again you need to create an account here. So just I already have account, so I will just log in. Okay, and now click on, you can also just drag and drop the build folder here. If you don't want to mess up with Git and GitHub, just directly drag the web folder and your site will be live. And here continuous deployment, this is called CI/CD, and you will have to authorize it on GitHub. So rock ppr, I have a lot of repos. So this is our game, select it, and loading branches and publish directory. This is what you need to do here. So we will do the web dash build, because it will look into that folder and it will publish all this index HTML and a lot of things. And you can do a lot of advanced things here. So slash web build, okay, or you can just type web build. Deploy site. So as here you can see it has been published, and if you will go here and see, our app is live. You can just share this link with your friends and anyone. So now go to site settings and rename this whatever, change site name, mine rock paper game. Okay, save it. All right, and that's it. This is our URL now. So let's go here and play it. You can install it from here, install, and boom, this is our app. See how cool it is. It is in my Mac folder also, application folder. Okay, so you can see, you can play, and it just works like a charm. How awesome it is. The time has come for creating our app for macOS. So the first thing which we are going to do is that visit this Microsoft website. I will put the link in this description, and you can see all the system requirements from here. So you will need to install Xcode to build the app, and I have already installed it. And you can read all the things which you need here. You can just type this sudo gem install CocoaPods. You will also need CocoaPods, and I guess that's it. These are the two things which you are going to need. So now you will have to click on get started with macOS, and with this command we are going to create an React Native macOS app. This will create a bare bone of it's just how we create React Native app using React Native CLI. So I am just going in my React Native directory here, and then I will run this command, and make sure to change your name whatever you want to. For now I am creating it with RPS desktop. So alright, this may take few time. So as here you can see it's done and it has been installed everything. So now we are going to change the directory to the whatever folder we name. So cd rps desktop, and you can see in the description npx react native run macOS. Is that it? Yes, React Native macOS init. So this will make sure that we install all these dependency for running app in Mac OS. So now we can run it with npx react native run Mac OS, or we can open Xcode with xcd. So I will just show you that this is how it looks in VS Code, but you don't need to open this. We have got nothing to do here. We will just replace our app and the source code. So just reveal it in Finder. Okay guys, now open the folder where our previous project was. I am eating banana. If you want, you can also eat it. And first we will just drag the app.js. It will be replaced, and then we will just copy this source folder also. So just drag and drop it there and copy the folder. And now we are done. We have copied our all source code to this. And now the time has come where we will open this in Xcode. So just run this command and your Xcode will be opened, as here you can see. And now we are done with VS Code. We can just build the app. So just run this pod install and steady body stay. Okay, so now it is just downloading the dependency and it has been installed. So let's go to our Xcode and here just select Mac and just click on this run button, or you can run it. You asshole, just go away. Don't honk at me. And you can see that it is running some commands so that it will open the Metro bundler. Oh no, we have an error. So what we can do, we can just reload it and hope it gets fixed. And here is our app, and it's our game, not the app. So just click on play. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3. Play again, and I guess this is it. So in the menu bar you can see all these stuffs, file, edit. You can customize everything, so you just need to have a little bit knowledge of developing in Xcode, where it was. So from here you can customize everything. You can sign your app and all these build settings so that you can publish it in the Apple App Store. And here are a few of the other things, like these are the things, and where it is what I'm looking at. So here is our storyboard. From here you can customize all the hell lot of things. So what should be your window size, what should be in the menu bar, and all these things. So what options are enabled. If you want to run this app, I have made a DMG file. So just go to this GitHub link of this project and go to releases, and you will find the macOS. This is rps rock paper scissor.dmg. So just click on that file and it will be downloaded. So now let's open it, and what we are gonna do, it is verifying. And if you want to make the DMG, how you can do that? So where it was here, just go to product and just click on archive, and you will get a DMG and it will be in your location. Then you will get the app. So here we have this app. So now we can just right click and open it. If you will double click, it will not open. Okay, so right click and open it, and let's hit OK. Yeah, you all know this is a good app. There is no virus in it. And okay, open it. So where it went? Okay, let me just bring it. I already have it copied in my application folder. You can do that too, and it doesn't require anything to launch. So this was creating problems, so let's terminate that. And now you can see that our app is opening, and I have just customized few options, like I made it in the few fixed size and removed the menu bar. So let's close it. I don't care, just go away. Okay, so guys, this was all for macOS. So now let's move how we can make it for Windows, and this is going to be working on Windows 10 only. So make sure you have Windows 10, and again go to this website and you can just get started with Windows, because you are going to install a lot of things. So if you don't have a good computer, please do not try this step. It takes hours and hours to get everything set up. So again, you can just click on this development dependency, and here is the list. So they are telling you will have to install Visual Studio 2019, which eventually I did, which took me few hours because the size was around 20 GB. And yeah, so, and just make sure you choose all the options, and after installing everything, now in the settings menu, just go in developer settings and enable what? developer mode, yes, so that you can develop apps. And you might, okay, you will have to restart your system. That's it. And now again, come back to the instruction. You will have to install Node.js, obviously. Without that, how you are gonna do shit with it? And you can just skip it everything. And now you can get started. The same thing which we did for Mac OS, like we have already created a basic React Native project. And what we will do, we will just go to the project, and here you can just initialize the same thing with like npx React Native Windows init, and how you are gonna run it. So React npx, same thing. If you haven't watched the Mac OS, make sure you watch it and come back. Most of the things are same, I am not going to repeat it. And with Visual Studio, you can just open the SLN file, which I actually opened. And now you can just click on this start button. It will launch your app. And I had a lot of errors, but you should not be facing them, because they told me they have updated everything. For now, it should be fixed. So it takes a lot of time, guys, to build it. But if you have a good computer, make sure you try it. And I already published it on the Play Store, so just go to project, publish, and create app package, so that you can share this appx file with your friends. But it will require you to install the certificate. So for now, you can just click on side loading. But actually for a store, you will have to do that. So, and you can just click on the next. So I already have it installed. So if I will click on play, or you can see that it is also in my Windows menu, and just click on play, and that's it. So it's perfect. Almost our UI is same. So you can see with just one code base, we can create apps for all the major platforms, whether it's Android, iOS, Windows. Okay, my battery is down. I am dead. And where it is, just let me show you the appx. So these are all the appx file. You will get one eventually. I have made it so many times. So you can just double click on it. Make sure you are on latest version of Windows 10, otherwise you might get up like, okay, I don't know what to say. So you will find that appx package somewhere else, and you can just double click on it, and you will able to install it. Make sure you have installed the certificates, and I will publish video regarding every app platform, how you can publish it, how you can customize it. That's enough for this video, guys. So now let's end it. And if you like my work, and to help me create all these amazing videos, you can support me on Patreon. Also make sure you like the smash button, okay, the like button. And if you didn't like then just dislike it. And if you are new, make sure you subscribe and press that bell icon.